came to our mind and that we came across was going to college.
Yep.
As Krista says, she's gonna go to her first year of college, and that's a big deal for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
So we just I just wanna kind of know how do you feel, yeah, are you excited? Are you, just how you feel in general?
I think I'm excited for the most part because I've, being in high school for so long, everybody says, like, everybody who I talk to, I always ask them, like, do you miss high school? And they're like, no, absolutely not.
I know.
And I'm just like, I can see why, because you're stuck in, like, these classes, and some of them aren't even useful. So it's kind of like, I rather just go to school for the classes that I need to, like, for my job later in the future. But then I'm also kind of nervous because it is a whole new environment, and I'm so used to, like, seeing the same people and this and that, and so, like, just moving to a new environment and, like, a bigger campus too, that's scary.
Yeah.
So, that's what I'm nervous, and I'm also nervous about, like, getting lost. But, we can take care of that in, like, the first week. But
I think you can stop worrying about getting lost because you are gonna get lost.
yeah.
You may arrive to the wrong class,
Mm-hmm.
and that happen even when you have been for a while in college.
Yeah.
And I totally understand, how you feel. And I think, for example, in my country, like, we go with the same people to school for 11 years.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you don't go to different elementary, middle, and high school.
Yeah.
We go actually to the same school for the same 11 years.
Mm-hmm.
So that the bond that you have with the people is very strong.
Right.
So, of course, when you're in a new environment, it's kind of hard to adapt. And I think maybe for you guys that had, like, experiences in different places is good because you have already those skills
Right.
to engage easily with new
Yeah.
people. So it's kind of, but I know it's still scary.
That's what, like, I'm also excited about that part where I can just meet new people and, like, start over, because for me, like, I understand, like, from what you're saying, like, you grew up with the same people, but I think for me, I feel like that would be really tiring at the same time.
It is tiring too.
Yeah.
I didn't mention that, but yeah, it's very tiring.
Yeah, because you're surrounded by, like, the same things going on over and over, and it's just kind of like, I just want something different.
Yeah. I think it's a great chance for you, and so yeah. So tell us, how did you decide what you wanted to study?
First off, I'm going to be majoring in pre-dental, and I decided to stick with dentistry because, ever since I was young, I wanted to stay in the medical field. Like, I knew that that's what I wanted to do because a huge chunk of my heart goes back to, like, giving back to people and helping people. That's why I thought it was the perfect fit for me. And another part of me is that I'm very nitpicky and I'm attentive to detail. So, as I naturally thought, dentistry was the thing for me.
Okay. Did you ever think you were gonna study something different than that?
I actually, when I was younger, I wanted to become, like, a therapist, because when I was younger, I think I didn't have a lot of people to talk to, and I was always struggling to, tell people how I feel, this and that. And so I kind of wanted to be that person for other people.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like all in the same, like, trying to help other people to be better. So yeah, it seems like you are, like, around that. So it's very good. My experience was that when I was little, I wanted to be an architect. I don't know.
Wow.
But I was very afraid because I didn't have any skills. Like, I didn't know how to draw. I didn't know like how to build things. But I just have, like, this, like, interest for that. But I was scared.
Yeah.
So I decided not to do it, and I decided to study economics, which is very, like, technical too. But I think that's the biggest thing that you have to have in your mind when you go to college. Like, it's not about the things that you can do right now, and don't feel afraid that you don't know how to do many things.
Mm-hmm.
That's the reason you're gonna go to college, because you're gonna be able to learn, and whatever you put your mind into, you will be able to do it.
Right.
You know, it might be scary, it might be things that you have no idea, because that's how it feels. Because it's just so much information that, you know, it's kind of hard to process and, you know, put the things together. But, you know, just don't be afraid of that.
Yeah, definitely.
And, you know, don't let other people believe that you're not gonna be able to do, you know, whatever you want to do, or if you want to even change your major. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
This is something that you are gonna be doing for the rest of your life. So I think it's better to spend even a little more money or time, but, you know, be happy in doing something successfully than just like wasting your time. You know,
Right.
for the rest
Like
of
I
your life.
rather do something in my life that I actually enjoy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like if you at the end of the day you wanna become actually a doctor, why not?
Right.
You know. So you're young and you have a lot of, you know, all your life ahead of you. So.
Yeah, like do whatever it takes now, and then it'll pay back in the future.
Exactly. Okay, so the last question about this segment is like, what are the expectations versus reality of going to college? So Kristy's gonna tell me what are the expectations that she thinks, you know, that are gonna be, and I'm gonna tell her whether that happens or not.
I think the biggest expectation that I have is just the homework load in general and the tests, and it's just like, do I really have a social life? Like,
Okay, so first of all, for I learned after, like, I made a lot of mistakes, so it wasn't something that I just naturally gravitated towards. Even if you do well in high school, you know, college is a little more different. Personally, for me, what helps me the most was having a planner, and not just to show off on, you know, not just for the sake of having one, but you need to make sure you plan ahead. And honestly, just studying, you know, the same, you know, the lectures as soon as you can. You know, just don't wait, even before. I think if you actually prepare your lectures and, you know what you're gonna see in class, is gonna be much easier. And yes, like final weeks and all that is kind of hard, and you're gonna have like very a lot of finals in the same week or something. But if you like try to study before, from the beginning, you know, you're not gonna study just for a test. You wanna be a dentist, and you wanna be the best.
Yeah.
You know, because that's what many people do. You don't wanna just, like, you know, pass your test, but you really wanna learn. These are things that are gonna carry you through your life. So just make the best out of it. That's it.
Yeah, and I've also heard that, like, the professor, this is what I heard, but that the professor just gives you basically all the homeworks and the assignments that you need for that term or semester or whatever.
And they give you actually study guides too. Like,
oh, really?
Yeah, some of the classes that I had before, because I did take some classes here in the U.S., they also give you study guides and things like that. So I think it's very helpful.
Oh, wow.
You know, and if you can always, like, communicate, if there's like a tutor for the class, you know, just make sure you use the resources that the school is offering you, you know, tutoring classes, or if you can actually talk to the professor or other peers, you know, don't be afraid of asking, because, you know, other people may seem, you know, be getting things faster than you, but just don't be afraid of, you know, of
seeking
asking.
for help.
Exactly. And, you know, create maybe study groups and things like that, you know, where you feel comfortable. Do you have any other?
How was it like, the transitioning part from high school to college?
So I the first things that I noticed is that now you're in control of your time. So that's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
And now you're responsible for yourself.
Yeah.
Your parents are not gonna wake you up, or they might wake you up still, but now it's your job to you know, go to school and all that.
Was that easy for you?
No. My dad still woke me up.
Yeah.
But just the fact that I was by myself, you know, and professors don't remind you, hey, if you don't do this homework, you're gonna, you know, you can lose this test or whatever, fail on the test,
Mm-hmm.
you are responsible for yourself.
Right.
And there is not like if you like fail on a subject or something, it's not like in high school that you can take little exams and do better even throughout the summer. No, it's not like that. If you fail, that's it. You have to take the class again.
Yeah.
Um,
That's the unfortunate part.
Yeah.
And you gotta pay for the class
Exactly.
again. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think it's good if, just to kind of look ahead. Sometimes, for example, I used to actually record some of my lectures. I would
Yeah.
ask for permission first, of course, from the professor. It just because first of all, I don't speak English, like that's not my native language, and sometimes it was hard for me to get concept, so I would have to record. And once you like play the same lecture, throughout the commute, or it kind of sinks into your brain, and you kind of it was easier for me.
Yeah.
But you have to ask for permission, make sure that they are okay with that, and that's a good idea too.
Yeah.
Nowadays with your phones,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Technology nowadays
yeah, because
changed everything.
Yeah, I remember by then I used to have like a little microphone, and everyone was like, "What the heck you're doing?" I was like, "Just recording."
Right now, anybody can just pull out their laptops or
Yeah.
their iPads or tablets and just record.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alrighty. So I think that's it for our first segment.